Hello everybody, welcome to Crafty Soup. My name is Misty. I cannot believe that it is January 1st of 2023. I feel like 2022 kind of whizzed by, and especially December just flew by. I am feeling a little rusty with doing my kit builds, but here we are, and let's go ahead and get started. So I just wanted to say, if you're new here, kit building can be a little intimidating, but you don't have to do it all on your own. You can use inspiration to start a kit build, and that is what we are all about over at the Counterfeit Kit Club. We are a totally free group. All of the designers there are volunteers. We don't make anything off of this. We do this because we enjoy it and we want to share what we do with you. So our inspiration this month is from the Hip Kit Club, and this is the December 2022 kits. Now, Hip Kit Club is exclusive product, so if you like anything you see here, I do believe this is still available for purchase. And again, I don't make any money from any of this. It's just for your information. Let's dive in a little closer. This is the main kit. Now, they don't have a lot of photos on their website, so we're gonna find other ways to dive in a little deeper to these images. Here is one of the images of the papers, but again, that's not the best quality. Here is an image of the entire kit overall, but I prefer this method. They do offer a kit reveal on their YouTube channel, and if I make this full screen, you can see this is a much higher quality image here. So this kit has a lot of wintry icons with, winter foliage, snowflakes, and again, winter foliage and birds. We do have some of the richer navy tones for a cooler, cozier season. We've got some of those wood grains as well. And then pops of pink for that merriment, I think. I do have some older Hip Kit product in my stash that is along the lines of this foliage and this bird print, so I'll see what I can pull of that. I do love me a good grid, so I might take that into account. I really do like this dotted print back here, and I think I might use that as my forgery for the fourths. And if you don't know what that is, we take an inspiration piece and we try to recreate it or recreate something like it on our own. And since I don't own anything like that, I might try to recreate that piece there, or this piece here as well. I really like this piece, and that is definitely different from, I think, from anything I have in my supplies. So other than pattern papers, what else am I being drawn to? So we've got some homey elements here with some armchairs and a fireplace and some lamps. I have a brand new stamp set that has some lamps in it, so maybe I'll do some stamped embellishments with that idea in mind. We have some little wreaths, definitely winter. So as in terms of kit elements, there's chipboard, there's stickers, alpha set, and a die cut ephemera pack. In terms of overall colors, we've got kind of the aqua blues, pinks, navies, and pops of yellow too. These birds are yellow and that's yellow, so I will take that into account when I go to my stash. Okay, I want to take just a quick peek at some of the add-ons. As you can see here, this was the main kit that we looked at initially, but you can see all of these add-ons, so you can totally be inspired from these add-ons as well. And we've got some embellishments with, looks like we've got, is that wood grain? Wood grain. At first I thought it was gold, but I think it's wood grain. If we click on it, can we see a bigger view? Yeah, I think that is wood grain. Okay, I did say quick view, so let's keep going. Hip Kit always offers some mixed media items, so we've got a stencil and some shimmers paints, I'm assuming. Kind of a poinsettia style die, a knitted texture die, some snowflake dies. I have some snowflake stamps, so maybe I'll bring those out. More snowflake dies, and then kind of this festive star slash snowflake. It says starflake right there. There you go, starflake. And another, I don't know, I want to say sweater texture, but oh, it says woven texture. So I do have an embossing folder that has a sweater texture on it. So there we go. I have got some ideas going on already. Let me go to my stash, pull some things, and show you what I've got. When I start my kit builds, I usually start with pattern papers, and that is no different today. So I did grab the Hip Kit papers that I had from years past when I was a member. I do have some foliage, and this one has a sweater texture on one side and a red print on the other side, so I think both sides are useful. I'm going to skip through some of these papers and kind of put them more in a logical order to my brain as we go. The next set of papers that I was thinking about was the aqua colors. And while I do eliminate the more tealy color there on the left, I do really like it. So it may make a reappearance later in the month sometime. My kit, my rules, I get to do what I want. For the kind of bird idea, I did pull a couple of pieces. I've got an aqua print with birds on it, and then a Maggie Holmes black and white bird print. And so there was some black and white in the inspiration that I kind of skipped past. So that's why that piece is in there. And I do have these two yellow prints. And again, I like both sides of these. While I don't need to use both sides, it's a bonus when I do. And this navy was the only navy that I found to pull for this kit. And I like that it had some pink swoopy swirls, so that helps start pulling in the pinks. And then because blues are my favorite color and I love ombre, I pulled these extra pieces there. And there were some stripes in the kit, but definitely not to that line. And I love wood grain, so that definitely had to make an appearance. And this was the point where I realized I did not pull very much pink. So I wanted to grab a few pieces. I liked that bold pink with the stars on it because it kind of reminded me of celebratory and kind of snowflakey. Now that pink seemed a little off compared to some of the other things in the kit, although when I pulled out this navy swoopy print, that pink was reading well enough against the boldness of the pink that I thought it would work. So I chose the two bold pink pieces, and there was a bonus wood grain in there, and then I chose a couple of softer pinks just in case, included some stripes, and again, the backside of that one is possibly usable too. So that was quite a bonus this time around, where I don't always get the B-sides to work out. So here is the final selection of papers, and then we will move on to the embellishments. This is an old basic gray alphabet set, and that pink works with the bolder pink papers that I pulled, so that was kind of a happy accident there. For the rest of my alphas for this kit, I pulled 2 alpha die sets and some just solid cardstock, reds and blacks and whites for that. And I will just make my alphabets as I go. And then remember I said I was interested in that sweater texture. I did find this die set from, or not die set, sorry, embossing folder from Sizzix, and I found a wood grain embossing folder, so I grabbed both of those. And then for mixed media, I grabbed some Vicky Bouton stencils here, and the stencil pastes were located on my shelf behind me, so I did pause there to go grab those. Now, I'm not going to keep them with my kit because I know where they are when I need them, but those are kind of the range of colors I had in mind. I did grab this extra tree stencil set from Lawn Fawn. I did pull in some snowflakes. I am going to use that stamp set, I think, just for another forgery, so stay tuned for the 4th to see if I actually use that stamp set. I eliminated a couple of other things that I had pulled that were, along the foliagey line, but this Lawn Fawn set has a tiny snowflake stencil in it, which can work with the mixed media or with that stamp set and die set that's there, so I'm going to keep that one. And then I am not too sure about this set has houses and trees on it. So it looks like I did leave it, but I'm still not quite sure about that one. That die set has some foliage on it, and that reminded me of the wood grain foliage. So I might cut out of the wood grain paper some branches to go along with that. I've got some chipboard from Echo Park, and these pieces are leftovers from Hip Kit Club in the past, and they reminded me of certain elements. So with that set there, I did add in some twine because I've been wanting more fibery things in my layouts lately, and that finishes off the embellishments and this kit for this time around. I hope you appreciate hearing my thought process on how I put my kit together from inspiration, and if you did, a thumbs up would be fantastic because it does help my channel. I hope you will join us over at the Hip Kit Club Facebook group and share your work with us. All the links are down in the description below. Like I said in the opening, it is totally free, so come have fun with us scrapbooking. Until I see you next time, have an artful day.